These armed robberies contain a lot of risk for somebody to get hurt.
2 more robberies happened overnight. We have information on where it happened and what police are saying this morning.
Our sales took nosedive.
These are millions of dollars every single weekend.
Border wait times are up, how a closure is impacting local businesses. Plus, what's not allowed along the waterfront starting today.
And the local team that just became the first player signed to San Diego's Major League Soccer team. It's 6 a.m. on Thursday, December 14th, and you're up with CBS 8.
We are going to start right now with breaking news. Harbor police are investigating a shooting along the Embarcadero. This happened at 3 this morning, just 3 hours ago, at a public parking structure, the one right next to the Hilton Bayfront. This is right by Harbor Drive and the San Diego Convention Center.
We just spoke to Harbor Police. They tell us they found one person who was hurt. They were taken to the hospital, but we do not know their condition. There's no suspect description at this point, any other details either. We're going to stay on top of this. We'll let you know as soon as we learn more. Also, this breaking news story, a San Diego Navy officer imprisoned in Japan was just released and is on his way home. Lieutenant Ridge Alcanes was jailed there for a deadly car crash that killed 2 Japanese citizens in 2021.
Yeah, Alcanes was driving with his family when he lost consciousness. His family says he passed out because of delayed altitude sickness from a hike. But Japanese officials say the crash was caused by negligent driving. His parents have held several rallies that we have covered here on CBS 8 here in San Diego, demanding his release. He has just been transferred into U.S. custody and is finally now being returned here to the United States.
A lot going on here on this Thursday. Glad you're with us at 6 a.m. I'm Eric Connors.
And I'm Neda Irampur. And now we do want to get you caught up on your forecast as well. Meteorologist Evan Narani giving us a look at that forecast. Beautiful start to the day, at least. Yeah.
And that's due to the Santa Ana winds that are back in the forecast. So we're going to watch for breezy conditions, the 10th Santa Ana wind event of the fall season. And I know many are thinking, isn't it already winter? Well, technically the winter solstice is still about a week out. Some consider December 1st the start of winter. But hey, if we're judging by the dry skies we've seen for the entirety of the month, it is still likely that fall season. And temperatures are feeling above normal as well. 71 this afternoon along the coast, 73 inland. So we're going to see that boost in temperatures thanks to those Santa Ana winds. If we look at what our current temperatures are like out the door right now, we've got a lot of 30s off toward Escondido, Ramona, Poway, El Cajon. Along the coastline, we are mostly in the 40s. Coming up, we'll talk about the daily warming trend that we will see through the upcoming weekend and about our opportunity for rain in the forecast as we head toward next week. Back to you for now.
Well, new this morning, right now, police investigating 2 more robberies at liquor stores overnight. The first happened in La Mesa, the other in Oak Park.
This now comes after 11 stores were hit up in similar crimes, on Tuesday night. CBS 8's Regina Urita live at San Diego Police Headquarters. You spoke with police this morning, Regina. What are they saying?
Yeah, that's correct, guys. We've been in contact with San Diego Police Department and the La Mesa Police Department trying to get more information of what happened last night. Now, we know that these were 2 liquor stores that got hit on midnight. And right now, store owners are probably waking up this morning trying to figure out any damages, how to repair them, replacing any cash registers that were ripped out last night if they haven't assessed those damages, if they didn't last night. So these are what police told us so far. The first robbery happened in La Mesa on Baltimore Drive around 11 p.m. The second robbery happened 10 minutes after on 54th Street. They say 5 people ran into a liquor store on 54th Street. 2 of the 5 were armed. They ran into the store, stole alcohol and money from the cash register, and then fled the scene. We're told no one got hurt, but as of right now, police don't know who these people are. They've made no arrests. They're still investigating the incident, and we're still trying to get more information as to what happened at the liquor store on Baltimore Drive. We will bring you more details once La Mesa Police Department provides more information. Now, these 2 robberies come just as San Diego Police Department is dealing with a county-wide convenience store crime spree. Police have not confirmed if the 2 recent robberies from last night have any connection to the series of robberies that were reported 2 days ago, but we know that 11 gas stations and liquor stores were robbed in just 3 hours on Tuesday night. The first one starting around 9:45 p.m. in Bonsall in North County, then Deer Springs and Mira Mesa. Suspects police walked into stores in Grant Hill, Barrio Logan, Santee, La Mesa, Spring Valley, Lake Murray, and a final robbery in Lakeside. San Diego police say they believe the same group of suspects are responsible for these 11 robberies that happened on Tuesday. They say several people come into the store with guns, they steal cash or even the entire register. They're usually wearing bandanas or ski masks. Take a listen to what else police tell us.
This many robberies where you have a group of between 1 and 4 people coming in with guns, demanding money, demanding property, in some cases taking a cash register and ripping it out and running out the store with it. That's pretty brazen.
Now, police say they don't want people to be afraid, but they want everyone to be vigilant, to stay aware. This is obviously happening here in San Diego. They know that armed robberies like these could put a person's life at risk. So they encourage anybody with any information to call Crime Stoppers. I'm Regina Urita, CBS 8.
Regina, thank you. An investigation underway right now after a Marine was killed and 14 others were hurt after a training incident at Camp Pendleton. It happened on Tuesday when an amphibious combat vehicle rolled over. That vehicle similar to the one you see in this video. The Marine who died was assigned to the 15th Marine Expeditionary Unit. Officials won't identify any Marines until they talk with their families first. Right now, longer wait times at the border are impacting businesses in San Ysidro. This comes after West was closed yet again.
CBS 8's Chris Grow live here in studio to explain what Customs and Border Protection is now doing. I mean, this impacts, what, thousands and thousands of people a day?
Thousands of people, and then maybe even think about the people who are deciding not to come because they're seeing that border wait time, and that's what these businesses are pointing to right now. The fact that there are people who are going to skip out on making that journey, making that crossing, when they could be spending money at their business, especially in the area of San Ysidro.
We have so many items, but we don't have customers. Nobody wants to wait 4 or 5 hours. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Now, CBP says that West is closed again to assist in migrant processing. That leads to longer wait times at other U.S.-Mexico border crossings like Otay. Now, according to the Executive Director of International Affairs at the San Diego Regional Chamber of Commerce, border communities lose about $2 billion a year due to long wait times. Now, CBP told CBS 8 in a statement, quote, to mitigate wait times at the point of entry, CBP is repositioning its existing resources and opening as many lanes as possible to accommodate the increases. But businesses in the meantime say they're continuing to struggle.
To do this just in the height of the holidays, you know, when San Ysidro is looking at the bigger time of the year, these are millions of dollars every single weekend.
They were trying to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and all of a sudden they have all these new challenges.
Other experts are pointing to other contributing factors for those longer wait times, like the high cost of living as well as infrastructure projects on the Mexico side of the border. Netta?
All right, Chris, thank you for that. And now starting today, pedicabs will not be allowed in certain parts of San Diego. Harbor Police will start enforcing a new ordinance that bans all forms of motorized transportation along waterfront walkways. Motorized pedicabs, e-bikes, and e-scooters will not be allowed in pedestrian zones. We're talking piers, sidewalks, plazas. Pedal-only cabs will still be allowed on limited stretches of the Embarcadero.
Today is Peter Seidler Day in the city of San Diego. City Council made that proclamation this week. Today marks 1 month since the Padre's owner passed away. He had a passion for giving back to our community, especially those experiencing homelessness. He was dedicated to helping San Diego's Monarch School, which is the only school in the country whose entire student population is unhoused. Seidler was also on the board for the Lucky Duck Foundation and Veterans Village of San Diego, 2 organizations that help homeless San Diegans. And that's why this morning, Petco Park employees will distribute care packages to people experiencing homelessness.
Right now, you can help Rady Children's Hospital during a Giveathon. Help out those families who are stuck in the hospital right now. This Giveathon started just a few minutes ago. It's a fundraiser that raises money for the hospital's state-of-the-art care and to give families a brighter holiday season. So here's how to help out. You can text or call the numbers on your screen right there. Text Rady to 51555. Also, you can go to cbs8.com/community to donate, and we will be there at iHeart answering your calls later this morning. morning with our friends at the radio station. So iHeartRadio, they have the callers ready.
Yeah.
The people ready to answer your calls.
Well, they're going to give us a quick training on how to do this.
You have to teach me a lot.
We'll be the ones answering.
You'll be the caller. We'll be their answer. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say.
Hello.
We're going to need, I mean, I might need a few extra minutes of training compared to you guys, but, you know, I'll try to follow along.
We don't want to mess this up.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is very important.
I'm going to really, it's like when those celebrities do the call-a-thons, and you always think, like, do those celebrities actually talk to people and know what they're like?
They should.
We're going to be.
We can do this, guys.
We'll chat with you.
Don't worry.
Hey, I'll do the best I can. As long as Frankie teaches us the ropes, right?
He's there too.
This is what we see outside as we kick off your Thursday morning. We've got clear skies. This is thanks to Santa Ana winds that are pretty active this morning. We are not seeing quite as dramatic of a Santa Ana wind event for today through Saturday, but it is still going to boost our temperatures and clear those skies up as we see out there. Sunrise coming at 6:43, and then that sunset sadly at 4:44. Now earlier than 4:45. Don't worry, we only have another week where we're going to be losing day length, and then we'll start to see those days lengthen, and we'll start to move toward a later and later sunset. Here's what we see as far as your forecast for today. Welcome back. 70s. 73 this afternoon for Mira Mesa. 75 for Santee and El Cajon. Again, this is thanks to the offshore winds that we're seeing out there, keeping us dry, keeping us warm. Ridge of high pressure building overhead. Still a bit cooler in PB and La Jolla in the mid-60s this afternoon. We take you up to North County. We're at 71 this afternoon for Carlsbad, 64 for Encinitas, 63 for Vista, San Marcos, and Rancho Bernardo. Keep in mind, though, the early morning temperatures are chilly out there. We're mainly in the 30s inland, 40s along our coastline. Mainly picking up on northerly winds today. That's why we're only in about the low to maybe mid-70s. But by the time we get to Friday, those winds are going to be much more easterly. So that's going to be more warm and dry air, pretty breezy across the mountains and foothills. That will help to boost our afternoon highs for Friday and for Saturday. Then we set the stage for some wet weather that will roll in through next week. Our daily opportunity for rain is really going to pick up into the duration of next week, Monday through Friday. We'll cover that in just a few minutes. We want to check in on traffic, see how your roads are. It's 6:11 right now, and so far we want to take you to just one incident that we see in the Solana Beach area. So this is one that is popping up on the 5. Looks like there is a ladder in the road on the 5 southbound. This is the #1 lane blocked at Loma Santa Fe Drive, just around the Solana Beach area. Right now, not causing any major backups, but CHP is getting on scene to clear that ladder out of the road. In the meantime, here's a live look at the southbound 5 at Oceanside Boulevard. You can see how both northbound and southbound lanes are moving pretty smoothly, but starting to pick up in terms of volume. Let's check in on border wait times, see how it is at San Ysidro Port of Entry. Looking at a 110-minute wait, nearly 2 hours. Otay Mesa Port of Entry is going to run you about 90 minutes in total. Remember to keep up to date with the latest. CBS8.com/traffic can give you all the information.
Mr. President, should your son have defied the subpoena?
Still had an investigation into President Joe Biden escalates. Why his son refuses to testify.
Continue to provide for the family and have that stability.
Hispanic home ownership is on the rise. We'll tell you why. And actual snow fell in San Diego decades ago. We'll take a look back.